Hello, everyone. My name is Paul, and I'm going to give you my presentation on my service learning project. And my topic covers reminiscence therapy, generativity, and canning. That's the service learning project. So I did my learning project on Rita Lecky DeBry, my grandma. She was born October 14th, 1949. Happy late birthday, Grandma. She was born in Billings, Montana. She lived in the same home in Provo, Utah for over 50 years. She's the mother of 7 children, 47 grandchildren, and 6 great-grandchildren. So I come from a very big family. In 2020, we lost my grandpa Paul, and that was very, very hard on Grandma Rita. She still struggles a lot, and she had a really hard time with that. They were married for, I think, 51 years, and so they had a very tight bond, and they were very close. But in 2021, me and my sister and 2 of our cousins moved into Grandma Rita's house, and we all became very close. It was very fun to live there, and we all really enjoyed our time living there, and it was nice to live with Grandma Rita. For my service learning project, we canned. Originally, I was going to help her clean up and stuff because Grandma Rita is a little bit of a hoarder, and so she likes to move stuff around her house a lot. And I thought she was going to want some help with that, but she ended up wanting some help canning. Grandma has a big, big garden in the backyard, and she always grows tons of fruits and vegetables, and it's always really fun to go out and eat back there. She has tons of like grapes and peaches, and she always grows tons of stuff, and she loves canning. And so for this project, we canned tomatoes, beets, and zucchinis. So for the tomatoes and the beets, we had to wash them first and then boil them and then peel them and dice them and then we can them. And the way that that works is you do all of that stuff. You cut them up, you put them in jars, and then you put vinegar and salt in the jar to help keep the acidity up to keep bacteria from growing. And then you boil those cans in a big pot for 30 to 40 minutes, and that kills all the bacteria inside. And then they're good for years after that. And Grandma has a very large food storage room that she keeps everything there in. Yeah, and then we made zucchini chips. Can we do the next slide? So during the canning process, my grandma told me a lot about how she was feeling and what she was thinking. She explained that she likes to can because of her mom, and her mom lived through the Great Depression, and she was a very stern and hard woman, and that she wouldn't throw things away. She very often would keep things and reuse things, and that's where Grandma Rita gets a lot of her quirks from. Grandma Rita said that she would wear flour sack dresses that they used to print stuff on them. That's how she would get her dresses made, and she thought they were very cute and that she would bring her lunch to school in an old sack. And I also learned about how she misses her husband, and she said that she would be happy to die, and I thought that that was very interesting. Not that she's suicidal, but she wants to see her husband again. And she also talked about spending time with family and how important that is for her. Generativity, I also wanted to cover a little bit. So, I think as long as humans have existed, the older generation has given wisdom to the younger generation. They pass stories, advice, and wisdom, all of that stuff. I think that it's a really, really big part of humanity that we have less and less of as older people are sent to live in long-term care facilities and sort of pushed away as they become harder to take care of. It's not really fair to them, and humanity really thrives on this connection that we can build with each other. And it was really nice to spend time with Grandma Rita, and she taught me about canning and gardening, and she taught me things that I will remember, and it was just really interesting to learn about that kind of stuff. And I think that it's really important for older people and younger people to learn from each other. Family relationships are important for everyone, and I think that connecting with Grandma Rita was really, really nice. And I wasn't super looking forward to this. It was just kind of like an assignment that I had to do and had to get rid of and finish, but it was actually nice. It helped me feel grounded and unwind, and it was nice to spend time with Grandma and to just be with her and learn from her. And I think that the older generation and the younger generation, I mean, we've talked about it in class a lot, but um, spending time with your family is important, even though it might not feel important. And we all have things to learn about that we don't know yet. And yeah, I just had a really great time doing this project. And so, yeah.